I'm done watching Manchester United play. I'm just done. I don't think how many competitions Manchester United is going to lose and get out of. I'm done. In fact, I'm not saying I'm not a Manchester United fan anymore. I'm just saying until we start winning, I'm not watching their games. I'll only be watching their games to analyze. If it's not for analyzing, I'm not watching those games.
I'm not
watching those games.
For me, I'm not done. But at least I'm getting used to.
I cannot get used to. How can we be losing every?
But then for United fans, it's the only option. You gotta get used to the current result.
Or you get the fuck out. In fact,
you stop giving a damn about the.
I've stopped giving a damn. Yeah. I'll be watching that game as an analyst, not as a fan. Because as a fan, I'll die of heart attack.
I wonder.
I'm still young.
I wonder how it feels for the people who are in England paying for the tickets.
The guy is like, what the F?
You want United players embarrassed as
what the F?
Game, man.
Manchester United as a team. Hey,
here in Africa, in Kenya, by the way,
my God,
we have two famous teams, Gor Mahia and Sofapaka. Whenever one loses to the other, it's either chaos, itabidi tu tupiganie hizo team kwa kishindo kupigana. We cannot allow losing guy, bro.
It's not Sofapaka, it's FC Leopards.
Yeah, FC Leopards and Gor Mahia, by the way.
Yes.
Here in Africa, we have a tradition of telling people how they should play for us.
Yes.
Don't play the way we want to play.
And if you lose, just run away.
We're going to get into the pitch, beat all the players, and still examine them to play the way we want them to play. But in England, there are policies and laws, and those players are protected. They are rich.
Now imagine
they are well paid, by the way.
Yes, Manchester United could not even qualify for Conference League football. Could not qualify for Conference League football. What the fuck are we playing?
Come on, man.
We are not in the Champions League.
Knocked out the Carabao Cup in the first game.
We were knocked out in the Carabao Cup. We have been knocked out in the FA Cup.
Second one.
We are not in Europa League.
Not in Europa.
We are not in the top 4. Our strikers don't have goals. We are still in fact, there's nothing strong about Manchester United. The midfield is weak. The defense is weak. The striking is weak. The flanks are weak. We are not strong anywhere.
I was making a point before Amorim got sacked. My point was, Amorim is not the problem. No matter how much you would have wanted to blame him, Amorim wasn't the problem, because if you pick a first 11 as a coach and then say, okay, we've got 32 players, but today these 11 players are going to represent us. Yeah? Yes. Because I feel like they can do what I want them to do. But if they don't do so, United players blame the coach. If I instruct a player to do A, B, C, D, and then he doesn't do whatever I've told him to do,
yes,
I either have to sub him off or maybe bench him in the next game. So if the next player doesn't do the same, so then we now have a problem of an entire team not being able to execute the instructions from the coach. So instead of the fans looking at it that way, the fans look at it this way. Why is Maino benched? Why is Axie benched? He wants Axie to play. When Amorim goes, he plays. It doesn't affect us positively.
He doesn't.
If Maino comes onto the pitch, still no improvements. We've got Casemiro, Manuel Ugarte, shitty player. They've got a lot shitty player. Actually,
all these idiots having that team, shitty players.
And that has always been the problem for Manchester United. We need to get rid of the whole team.
And the owners.
Yeah, I don't know if that should be
and the owners
in Europe, but I feel like we should get rid of everything.
What I think Manchester United fans should do, I think fans that are representing us in England, that are watching games from the ground, I think they should do riot. You should go. You riot and be like, riot. We need new owners in this team, because the Glazers clearly don't care about the club. They don't give a fuck about the club. So, Manchester United players.
Fletcher was sacked
after one game.
We want to bring in Carrick, who won.
We want to bring in Carrick.
Actually, Carrick took care of the team for 3 matches, yeah, and then he went. So after taking care of the team for 3 matches, Ruben Amorim came. What United fans did not understand is that when Ruben Amorim came to a new environment, a new atmosphere, new players, new league, and everything. So he had to adapt. The way Guardiola adapted when he came from Bayern, he changed his tactic and said, no, it's not going to work the way it used to work in Bundesliga, because the style of play in Premier League is different. More physical, and then more error balls and long balls. So he had to change a little bit and sign in players that will fit in that system. So when Amorim came, Then the fans decided, the fan and the board were both in agreement and said, no, let's give this guy time. We have never done this, so let's try it with Ruben Amorim. But giving him time, the team as always disappointed Amorim. Instead of us backing Amorim up and getting rid of all the players and allow Amorim bring in players that he feels that these players are fit and these players understand what I want them to do on the pitch. What did we do? Amorim got sacked. Yeah, because we felt like, no, we're not competitive, not winning the league.
This is my problem. After Sir Alex Ferguson, we've brought in, by the way, pragmatists.
So many
we've brought in people who want to coach with their own styles, tiki-taka, and the rest of this thing. Jose Mourinho, the best coach that could have won everything. Yeah. Manchester didn't win anything. He won the Europa League and an FA Cup, right? Are you talking about Louis van Gaal?
Actually,
nothing.
Imagine Louis van Gaal. You know what United fans don't understand is that these coaches, they have spent so much time studying tactics. Yes. And some of them have been players. Ruben Amorim was a professional player.
He was a professional player.
He was familiar with what he was doing, and then you feel like, no, I've watched football a long time. Ferguson, you've never been to the pitch, but you want to teach somebody who has been playing as a professional, retired as a professional, dominated the Portugal League.
By the way, he has proven a track record.
And then he has
a proven track record.
The Portuguese league is weak. Ruben Amorim, when he was at Sporting, he knocked out of the Europa.
Out of the Champions League. You can't tell me
if you are that league is weak. Porto has won Champions Leagues, and Arsenal don't even have a UEFA Champions League.
And they play in England.
And they're currently the best team in England.
Now, if England is the best league in the world, then it means that if Arsenal meets any other team out of England,
they should win. They should be winning. If that is the case,
they should win.
Yeah,
but they're not winning.
If the case is always England teams the Premier League is tougher, blah 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 blah, yes, then we should have English teams dominating the Champions League.
By the way, this is our laptop. We want you to subscribe to this channel so that you can have a MacBook. We are done using this shit.
We want to stop analyzing the good stuff.
We don't want to use
the big screen.
Subscribe
to understand better,
so that we can start giving you better analysis. This is not the analysis we want to give you on this channel. This is Soccer Made Simple, one of the best channels to ever exist from this continent. Subscribe to this channel, by the way. We can't live like this.
Yeah, hey, United bro. That is so embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing that Brighton could just beat us and knock out of the FA Cup.
You know, there was a time when United players had developed a certain behavior of. It was a stupid behavior of when a coach got sacked, they will perform when the new coach came in, and then after settling in, now they start back to their normal stupid form.
They default
to their normal form.
Yes.
Inconsistent, stupid players.
A lot of nonsense. By the way, we will bring you these upcoming Champions League games.
Yeah, they are
next week, right?
Yeah.
So we will keep you updated. My name is Ephraim Juma.
And if I don't know who you people will suggest to take over United, but I don't think if there's any coach going to take over the situation and turn it around if the board is the same and the fans have the same mindset. For me,
sell the club to Elon Musk. Let him use it to take rockets to space. That's the
we are wasting time, bro.
Now get the fuck out of this channel.